So Eddie Hearn has recently just been in the public. You know how Eddie Hearn do. He came out and said recently that he will take legal action if Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder have a trilogy fight. Wow. Let's talk about it. Man, so Eddie Hearn, he recently came out and said that a third fight between the Gypsy King and Deontay Wilder cannot go ahead or legal action will be taken. So, Bob Arum recently came out and said that, there is a rematch clause in that fight between Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury when they fight. I think it's later this year, early next year or something like that. I forgot, man. I'm tired. I've been at work all day. But, yeah, Eddie Hearn is threatening to sue the WBC, Deontay Wilder. Some of the other articles specifically said Deontay Wilder, it's fucked up. But Deontay Wilder has to get past Luis Ortiz first, and that is definitely no easy task. So, Dillian White is the guy that he's talking about suing for, basically. Dillian White, once his shot at Deontay Wilder, has been screaming for it for a while. However, there was many opportunities and many chances for Dillian White to have a fight with Deontay Wilder. And for whatever reason, he didn't take those opportunities to put himself in position. One of those opportunities was to face Luis Ortiz. This was probably like 2 or 3 times when a fight with Luis Ortiz was brought up between him and Dillian White. Dillian White, for whatever reason, called him an old man, didn't want to take it. Dominic Breazeale, the Wilder's previous mandatory, was willing to offer his mandatory position in a fight with Dillian White. So if he was to beat Dominic Breazeale, then, he's the mandatory for Wilder. For whatever reason, that didn't happen. And there were several other occasions as well. I can't really think off the top of my head. But before Dillian White even has to think about Deontay Wilder, he needs to be worried about Oscar Rivas. Oscar Kaboom Rivas, 26-0, 18 knockouts. As an amateur, he has wins over Andy Ruiz Jr. We know Andy Ruiz is a decorated amateur. He also has wins over Kubrat Pulev as an amateur. Big guys. So, not necessarily big guys. Well, Ruiz is a big guy, but short. Pulev is big. And, Rivas got wins over those dudes. He's undefeated. His last win against Bryant Jennings. Stopped him in the 12th round. He got a gas tank on him. He throws bombs. And Dillian White has to worry about this type of guy. Eddie Hearn needs to worry about his other fighters, and he needs to worry about building his fighters, make sure, because Dillian White has a tough fight with this guy here, and he'll worried about what Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury got playing. He needs to worry about the game plan to beat this dude. You know what I'm saying? Rivas, he's a Colombian dude fighting out of Montreal, Quebec, Canada. He's Elir Alvarez's boy. And 6 feet tall, 6'1", 76.5-inch reach, probably 77-inch reach. He got some long arms. Kind of remind me of like a Sonny Liston type of dude. He's kind of short with the long arms. But yeah, Anthony Joshua. Eddie Hearn, this is a time where Eddie Hearn needs to protect Anthony Joshua. We've seen him protecting AJ from guys like Wilder before. But now, you got Eddie Hearn talking about, putting him back in there with guys like Andy Ruiz, to get his belts back. Bad idea. He's talking about AJ has a memory loss. Apparently he do. He's over there riding around in Times Square smiling like nothing happened. He literally acting like nothing happened. AJ's relieved. He needs to let AJ go back, chill for a while, and rebuild. Now that the pressure's off, let AJ rebuild, man. This is the time when you really protect your fighter. There's no reason for him to get back in there with Andy Ruiz Jr. right now, because that's already was a bad matchup to begin with. Considering, the stylistically. And really, AJ, like I said, needs to go back and rebuild. Maybe bring some American trainers over or come train here in America. And, if you're not going to get rid of Murat McCracken, which I don't think he's a good fit for AJ at this point, at least bring some other eyes in. Bring some other coaches that can help tweak AJ's game to make him a better fighter. Let AJ sit back and build his confidence again. Let him go over there in the UK and fight some of those guys. Build his confidence back up. But now you want to go out and destroy this guy. AJ already was intimidated when that fight was. We heard the stories, the panic attacks, and all these other crazy shit we've been hearing. And you're gonna just throw this guy right back out there. You know, he suffered memory loss, but you're gonna throw him back out there. AJ's already got videos out of him hitting mitts and shit. You know, but he suffered memory loss, concussions and shit, getting knocked out in sparring. You're gonna destroy this dude. You know, it's just like he just threw Kell Brook to the wolves. You know, fed him to Golovkin, just to have a show. Instead of letting Chris Eubanks Jr. fight him, he threw Kell Brook in there out of nowhere. You know, Kell Brook came in through the back door. And now look at Kell Brook today. Kell Brook was one of the premier welterweights. He was literally one of the best fighters the UK had. You know, if he never fought Golovkin, who knows where Kell Brook be at right now? You know what I'm saying? You know, it's just unfortunate that Eddie Hearn, he just don't care about his fighters like that. He really don't. He don't care about these guys. And by him throwing AJ back out there shows it. You know, any real AJ fan should feel me on that. Or any UK boxing fan should feel me on that. You know, Eddie Hearn, if he really cared about this dude, because Anthony Joshua has a chance to come back. You know, everybody likes a good comeback story. You know, let that be the narrative to push with AJ right now. Not just throwing him back in there. You're going to keep taking L's after L's after L's. You've been taking L's all fucking, like, your last card was all L's. Everybody was arguably lost except for Callum Smith. You know, I don't know, man. Eddie Hearn needs to get his shit together. Just tell me what you guys think, man. Like, subscribe, holla at your boy. Peace out.